Guys, and welcome back to another video here with Crafty Mama. What I'm going to do today is I am going to show you guys how I design and make this bookmark, this one, and then the bookmark that's just of the one girl by herself. I'm going to show you guys how I created and made those into bookmarks. So if you would like to learn how to do that, go ahead and stick around. Before we hop into it, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. This is the bookmark I'm going to design with you guys today. Now, I know I normally use Canva to decide, and if you would like to design in Canva, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm starting to, I just started diving into Photoshop, so I'm pretty much just learning how to use Photoshop because I want to be able to use both for certain things. There's certain things with like designing and logos and things like that that I need Photoshop for. So as I'm expanding my business, I'm just taking the time to learn Photoshop so that I can offer more to my customers. So today I'm going to show you guys how I made this in Photoshop. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of this, and then I'm going to create a new canvas here. The bookmark I'm going to make is going to be a 3x8. So it's going to be 3 inches by 8 inches. And my background color, which is right here, my background color, this is one of my brand colors. You can make yours whatever color you want, but that's going to be my background. And we're going to hit create, and this is going to give us our background for our bookmark. And at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my elements, which is going to be my logo, which is right here. And I put my logo up at the top. Basically, I just clicked and dragged it onto the canvas. I'm still a beginner in Photoshop myself, so I mean I can do a tutorial on the basics of Photoshop, but I don't have like beginner or advanced knowledge of Photoshop yet, which is why I haven't done any tutorials on it. And then I'm going to add my girls, which are in, which file are they in? They're in this one. I am going to stick with the pink. So we're going to add her. When you add it, you have to click off, grab another one, click off, and let's add, I think I have one more. Add. Sorry if you can hear my son. 1 second, I'm going to close my door. Okay. So we have our 3 girls here. Now, the one thing about Photoshop that I have to get used to is you can't just click on the girl like you can in Canva. You have to come over here and click on the layer. So, and then once you click on the layer, you still have to hit, if you're using a like PC, a Dell, a HP, whatever, it's Control T. If you're using a Mac, it's Command T. That's going to select the girl. And this is the one that's in the background. Select the next girl, which is right here. Control T. Make her smaller and get her out the way. I'm just getting them out the way a little bit. And then the next girl. Control T. I want the one with the fro to be in the front. So Control T. Now, as you can see, she's underneath this girl. I want her to be in the front, so I want her to be on top. So you have to come over here to the layer and put her towards the top like that. You have to work on the layers in Photoshop. delete that. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so Control T again to select the girl. And I'm going to do 2 in the background. Click on the layer, Control T. It's going to select the other girl. She's going to be the other one that's in the background. And I think I want this girl to be on top. So I'm just going to switch the layers around. Okay, and then the top girl, Control T to select her. And I'm going to make her bigger and be on top. Okay, there's our 3 girls. Now I'm going to add the circle that I had right here that had secure the bag in it. So you're going to come over here, select this. I'm going to use the ellipse tool to draw my circle. Click and make your circle. I want to change the color, which is right here, to black. And I want this girl to be behind the circle. So you see this layer, ellipse 1, that's the circle. And this is the girl that's on top. I need to move this layer up like that. Okay, so to select the circle to resize it, Control T. Okay, and then I'm going to add my pink border. So you're going to select the layer with the circle, which is ellipse 1. You're going to right click on it, go up here to blending options. And I'm going to add a stroke, which added that pink border. See, if I unclick it, the stroke goes away. If I click it, the stroke comes back. It's already set to the color and the size I wanted it because I designed this right before I was showing you guys. But you would come in here. This is going to make your stroke bigger or smaller. You can make it really thin. You can make it thick. This is the size of the actual border around, which in Photoshop is called a stroke, not a border. I want mine to be, I think it was 8. I meant to show you how you can change the color too. And then down here, you can either do a solid color like this, which is, I've done pink. You can come in here, you can change the color. If you want to do red, you can change, this is how you change the color. But I want to do light pink. And then you can even do a gradient. So you would come here to fill type, color, and select gradient. This is a gold gradient that I created. So if I wanted to do a gold, that actually looks kind of cute. But if you wanted to do, I'm sorry, a color gradient. Now you have to create this gradient yourself with like color codes and things like that. So that's kind of like a more advanced part of Photoshop, because it's not just like in I know if you use Pixar, you can kind of like select a gold background from Google, save it to your camera roll, and then if you want to select the gradient from your phone picture, you can to get the gold gradient. You can't do that in Photoshop. You have to create it with colors, and it's easier to do it with color codes. So that's kind of a little bit more advanced, creating the gradient. But you can do the gradient, you can do, or a solid color. So we're just going to go with pink for now. Click OK. I'm going to move it over just a touch. Move it over a little bit more. Okay. And now I'm going to type the words in here. So you're going to go over here to your sidebar, click text, T for text, and select inside the box. And I'm going to type secure the bag. I'm going to go over here. Got to highlight it. Go over here, and I'm just going to change the color so we can see it. Now, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's underneath the circle. I need it to be inside the circle. So right here in your layers section, your text is underneath the circle. We need it to be on top of, so we're going to move it up. And now it's on top. So we're going to do Control T so that we can move it around. This G didn't change. Hold on one second. We're going to do white. I want to add an exclamation here. I forgot to do the exclamation. Okay. And then to kind of give this a little bit of pop, I think I had like a glow to it. You're going to right click on this layer, on the text layer, go up to blending options. We're going to add a stroke, but it's too thick. So now it makes it look pink. So we got to lower this down to like 2. And it still looks like it's on, like it's turning the color pink, turning the text pink. So we're going to go to stroke and we're going to position it outside of the letters instead of inside the letters. It being inside the letters is what made it look pink. So we're going to put it outside the letters so that it looks more like a border around the letters. And then I'm going to change the color. Actually, no, I'm not. Move it down to 1. There we go. And then I'm going to add a drop shadow, which you really kind of can't see it on the black, but I just do it anyway. And then I want to add an outer glow, which is kind of what made it look like it was glowing. Let me see. Oh, we got to turn the opacity up. And we got to contour it. This is where you just kind of play with the settings and see, you know, what you want to do with it. But I'm just adding the glow to the letters. I think it just kind of gives it a little pop. I like that one. So it makes the letters look like they're glowing a little bit. And then I'm just going to move this kind of centered a little bit. All right, and that is how I designed this bookmark. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this printed off. I'm going to upload this into my design space, my Cricut design space. So I already have it saved, but you can download this to your computer, save it to your computer, go to Cricut. I'll just show you because I was already going to cut this stuff out. Now I'm in Cricut design space. So this is the girl. I'm going to create her into a bookmark just by herself as well. So this is going to be, you know, a bookmark, and then this is going to be a bookmark. And this is a 3x8 and the girl is 4x7, which both will be able to do the print and cut inside of Cricut. You go to make it, and then you're just going to print them. I'm printing these on cardstock paper. I've already printed. So I'm gonna cut it on cardstock. I printed it on cardstock and I'm gonna cut it on cardstock, and then I'm gonna laminate them and cut them out, and I'm gonna show you how I do all of that as well. So I'm just gonna get everything printed and cut, and I will come back and show you how I did everything. Okay guys, so my image is done cutting here. My bookmark, it's done cutting here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Okay, now you see how I just took this piece of paper off and it's all bent up and like rolled up because the mat is sticky. To avoid taking or making your whatever you're pulling off of here, to avoid it being rolled up like that and it coming off straight like this, you want to use this is the Cricut tool, the little spatula tool. Mine is a Cricut brand. I got it in a pack with like a weeding tool and all that stuff. But if you use this to kind of lift it up like this instead of just pulling it with your hand, it'll make it so it doesn't come off of the mat like all rolled and bent up. Okay, see how it's not rolled? It's nice and straight still. So just a quick little hack, use your spatula to pull it off if your mat is really sticky. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these laminated. I'm using the Scotch Pro laminator machine. This is the Scotch thermal laminating pouches. I'm just gonna take one out. I'm gonna do them both in the same pouch just to save on the pouches. So you open it up, it opens like this. This is the outside of it, and it opens like this. And then you put the stuff on the inside of it. So I'm just gonna take them and stick them on the inside. Smooth it down. So now they're like this in the laminating pouch. And then I'm gonna cut them out. So let me just stick this in here. Okay, sorry about that guys, my phone started ringing. So but I do have them, they're laminated now, they just came out of the machine. So basically all I'm going to do is just cut these out because they're just rectangles. It's going to be fairly simple to cut out, but I don't cut all the way to the paper. If you look, I'm not sure if you guys, if the camera will pick it up, but like right here there's like a little, it looks like it's the edge of the bookmark right here. That's where I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut alongside there, so there's gonna be a small little laminated trim that goes around the whole thing. But that's where I'm gonna cut. So I'm not gonna cut all the way to the paper, because what'll happen is your laminating, it'll start to come apart if you cut all the way to the paper. And you can use a tool to do this part. It's just because it's a rectangle, I'm cutting it with the scissors, but you can use like the paper cutter or the little slicer thing. I'm not sure what it's called. Okay, so you see how there's just a small little trim I leave around the whole bookmark, but there is the bookmark. And of course the lighting is not doing it any justice. There we go. That's the bookmark. It's super vibrant. The back is just white. It's really vibrant. I'll put all the everything that I use, the cardstock, the printer, the ink, everything that I use, I'll put down in the description box if you have any questions on it. If you have any video ideas or anything you want me to do, definitely let me know, and I'll try to get those videos out for you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.